What's up, everybody? Today we have the Marvel Select Disney Store exclusive comic book version of the Black Panther. Black Panther, Wakanda forever. So there's the top, side, bottom, front, of course. And you see they have a little diorama in there with the tree that you can set him up on. Comic book art on the side, which is the same comic art on my shirt, I might add. Looks good, looks good. Vintage, old school Black Panther uniform on. Let's get them out the box. And I usually don't use the dioramas that come with these figures, especially when they're big and bulky like this. But I really like the look of this one. I actually think I'm going to use this one. Looks really good. I think it sets the atmosphere. It's just nice to look at. So let's use it. I really like the muscular detail of this figure. And it is definitely reminiscent of the comics. Nice pickup. I'm glad to have this one. So he has double jointed knees. Ankle rotation, ankle rocker, ankle pivot. Or not pivot, but side to side rotation, rocker. Double jointed knee, upper thigh cut, forearm cut or forearm rotation, wrist rotation. Wrist goes way down, or way up, I guess, to make those cat claw-like movements. Only single jointed elbows, double jointed wrists, double jointed knees, but single jointed elbows. Shoulders go back that far. Head does not go up at all. Barely goes down. 360 rotation though. And goes side to side quite a bit. No up and down though, that's weird. We have an ab crunch that moves ever so slightly. Waist rotation, full 360. And that's it. And then we have these joints right here, if you see that make the legs go out like into a splits motion. But that's as far as it goes. And I don't recommend doing this anyway because when you do it, it chews up the plastic on the upper thigh right there. It's catching and bunching up and making the plastic raggedy right there. So I won't be doing that, but it's there if you want it. Pretty flexible figure for a Marvel Select figure because they're not always terribly articulated. They're more statuesque sometimes, but this one is pretty good. I like it for what it is. It looks like the comic book version. I think it's very detailed for it to be just a solid monochrome figure. It's basically black with some blues and grays peppered throughout it. Just like in a comic book, like if you see on my shirt, it's supposed to be Black Panther, but to make it look good visually, they have to put some blues in there and sometimes some grays and whites to make the black look shinier and crispier. Because if it was just all solid black, it would look blah. So they did a good job with that, of mixing those colors in there so it doesn't just look like a solid black figure. And the musculature, like I said, I love how muscular, how lean, slender. It's like those long, lean muscles, like from all my football buffs out there. It's like a Terrell Owens frame. So Black Panther's looking like T.O. out here, like he's about to catch some passes. So for what it is, I would give it 9 out of 10. And the only reason I didn't give it a 10 is because I said like this little hip joint, you can't really use it because if you do, you're gonna tear up the plastic on the upper thighs because it's gonna keep getting bunched up and caught up in there. So 9 out of 10. I love the diorama it comes with too. And if you could get your hands on one, I would recommend it. This is an older figure. It came out in, let's see, I was just looking at it. 2017. So it's an older figure, but it's something that I've been wanting. So there you go, I got it. And if you have a chance to get it, I recommend you do. So there it is, Marvel Select Black Panther comic book version. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Happy holidays, happy 4th of July. Enjoy your weekend, be safe. Peace. Look at this dude's back. He looks like he lives in the gym.